ASSOCHAM for recognizing me here. I'm much obliged. I think I'm a very lucky person because I come from a background of very empowered women. My grandmother was a Punjabi, professor of Punjabi and a poetess in her own right and very good friends with Amrita Preetham. And there is this story in our house which my mom loved to tell, when mom got married and she came as a young bride. One day, my dad had to get ready for office and he was getting late. And he was looking for his shoes. His shoes were not polished. So he was calling out to the guy who used to help him usually, and that guy was not around. And my mom picked up the shoes and started polishing them. My grandmother happened to be crossing the corridor and she saw mommy. And she took the shoes out of her hands and said, "Look, I've got a wife for my son, not a servant." And my mom said, "But he's getting late, he has to reach in time." That's his problem. He should have organized himself better. You are not going to do this. That was the material my grandmother was made of. My mom came from a conservative family, but she fought all odds to become a zoologist. Everyone in the family makes their own decisions. Nevertheless, you go through, like the Honorable MP said in the previous session, and the minister also, all of us who've reached this far have actually gone through some period of hard work and strife and probably a lot of risks also. We've all broken glass ceilings. We've all redefined how the world looks at us. There is one thing I would like to say. Pichla jo decade tha na, or rather the past 2 decades, people spoke about education, employment, and financial security for the woman. Many women have arrived. I will speak about what the next decade should be about. And I will say it means investment. A woman earns, but now she should also understand how to use the money that she earns. Mobility is not spoken about, but actually mobility is one of the pillars of independence for any person. If a person is not mobile, many of the things you want to do remain undone. So I will speak about investment, mobility, and further, in the race to prove yourselves, please do not forget your health. Please do not forget that there are some basic issues. Your own body and your own mind are very important. And I, of course, being a doctor, I'll speak about health, but it is true that many women, after they have entered the workspace, get so taxed on both fronts, at home as well as in office, that they neglect their health. So I think the narrative has to continue where education, employment, and financial independence are concerned, but it has to be tempered with investment, mobility, and health. And more than that, you see, we have come up in the workplace, we have proven ourselves, but let us not forget our USP, the grace of being a woman. Somewhere in the race to get ahead, and somewhere in the race to be considered as equal, let us not forget that we have a special blend of character in our biologically and physiologically. The grace that a woman has should be retained in the workplace. It should not, we do not have to, that should be our strength, not our weakness. Softness does not equate with weakness. Softness can be a very different kind of strength and a very effective strength, against which even the most, I would say the most hardened criminals also lay down their arms. So that softness we have to retain. And a request to all the empowered ladies out here and also to the many good gentlemen, please pull up other ladies whom you see struggling. Please pull them up. Everyone has their own story, everyone has their own struggle, but it always helps to pull up people who are actually sincerely working for advancement. For what you call Viksit Bharat, I would say not just Viksit Bharat, Viksit mankind, Viksit society, basically. Why should it be defined by borders alone? I think we will come of age the day a special mention of women or a special reservation for women will no longer be needed. When this, having women in society contribute will no longer be a talking point, because we will be so much incorporated within the fabric of society where decision making is concerned. With that, I rest my case, and I hope that the way forward is smooth for all of you, and I hope that even when it is not smooth, it is a growth opportunity for all of you. We survive it all. Thank you.